Damn, son, this was the best podcast I think we've ever done. Holy shit, this is one for the goddamn record books. You know what? Don't even do the intro for it. Let's just cut this bit out, splice it into the front, and just have everyone enjoy the majesty we just did.
Did you, Blake? I don't think we just did the same thing. Are you drunk right now, or is your cough medicine kicking in?
Yes.
Because Blake, what we just did was not a podcast. 110%. What everyone at home, they might be on the podcast app. What they're about to listen to is not a podcast.
It's more akin to what happens in a radio show when they don't have anything to talk about. Oh, fuck me. I just spaced out. Holy shit, that was bad. I thought that I had my drink in my hands and I was going to take a sip from it and it wasn't there.
Wait. Oh yeah, this is the energy we need to bring to the show this week. It's just me being like, whoa, welcome to the show. And then Blake being like, oh fuck.
Fuck.
What's happening? Who am I?
I don't know my name anymore. I am gonna throw it out there. I have not had much time to prepare today, or this week, or ever. So, I've got an idea, and I'm gonna throw it up against the wall. And then we're gonna see how bad it is.
And then I'm just gonna throw up against the wall.
I'm not there tonight, even though I am sick. Speaking of, I've got a cup full of that good flu juice.
Oh no, buddy, you too? I'm not fluey, I'm just like...
I'm not either, but it's just like the nighttime. It's like throat coat, but it make you sleep.
Throat coat, but for sleep? Throat coat, but sleep.
It's called poison.
I mean, I'm sick too. Do we just not want to do a show this week?
I don't know.
Because let me put it this way. An hour ago, I realized I had nothing for the show and came up with all of my shit in line at McDonald's.
You went to McDonald's too?
Yeah!
Jesus Christ.
What did you get? What did you get?
I got a 10-piece chicken nugget with a large fry.
Well, for me, we're recording on National Cheeseburger Day, so I got a cheeseburger and also a 6-pack of essentially what I like to call sticky chicken, because it's just chicken that they put sticky barbecue sauce on.
Oh, I saw them advertising that. I almost got it, but then I didn't hate myself.
It's not good. Like, I got through the burger and then I ate 3 of them and went, no, absolutely not. I can't do this.
I did get barbecue sauce for my chicken nugs, so I could just kind of replicate that.
Well, these were spicy. These were spicy, boys.
Oh, that's okay. I've got pepper.
I've got... Just throw some pep on that.
They think I'm cute. I know I'm pepper.
I got the spice that drives your tongue wild.
I'm gonna grind it on your tongue.
Oh, God, no, don't say grind it on your tongue.
Just say when. Just say when.
Say when. Yeah, just say when.
See, I don't feel tired. Like, I feel energetic and ready. But I have no idea what's going on right now.
I feel like I have a bunch of chicky in me, and that's an equally bad place to be at.
Chicky boom boom, yeah.
Chica boom boom, yeah. Oh, honey, da 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 da. You were my chicken girl, and you know I want you.
Can we just, like, fucking just shoot this shit for a few and release it as bonus content for this week?
No. We just say that it's an episode if you paid for this, but we never say what movie it is. So we're just like, hey, sync this up to whatever movie you want. It'll work. We're fine.
It'll be fine. It's like is it M. Bison's theme that goes with everything?
Yeah, what we're saying right now, put us over Schindler's List. It fits perfectly. Shawshank Redemption, Forrest Gump, put us over it, baby.
You know what? It doesn't matter what it's gonna be. Hey, put us right next to The Room. I did not hit her. I did not. See, I did it just in sync. My Tommy's mouth moved and my words came out, didn't they?
Yep, that's what just happened. That's how we do. That's really, a lot of people, if they don't subscribe on Patreon, they don't realize that it's really just us doing the film in sync with the film itself.
Mm-hmm.
But holy fuck, that is a great idea to do one day. Is we just mute the film and we portray all the roles in the film.
Yeah, that does sound horrible, doesn't it?
So, what we're gonna do for Christmas, I'm gonna download the script to Larry the Cable Guy Health Inspector, and we're just gonna perform each role.
Never again. I have to draw this line in the sand. I have to save my own sanity because you are so lost in the tides of Larry. Never again. Maybe one more time.
We doing a fucking podcast or what?
I don't know. I've been recording for the past 7 minutes.
So have I. I've been recording. I just don't.
I don't know.
We're in a weird mood right now. We're two silly boys right now.
Real silly. Which is not a bad place to be in. However, I don't know how much we're gonna get done.
We're not gonna get anything done. I don't think anything's gonna happen tonight. I've been sick for like 4 days. I had to drive to the beach and then back from the beach. And Blake, there are so many dead bugs on my car that it's fucked with my juju so hard for the past 3 days.
It's fuck with your what?
My juju.
Your what?
I have bad juju. Dead juju, my friend. Yes, so bad because of the dead spirits of the lightning blood bug what was in the princess and the frog. I kill him, and now I have a bad juju on my head.
Are you sure it's not because you just did that voice?
And there you have it! The dead juju cocktail! Drink it up, my friend!
And there it is, yep.
And there you have it.
You'll be dead by morning.
I love if I release just like this 10 minutes with the caption, "This is why you're not getting an episode this week." It's like, hey look, they tried. They really tried to do something and then it just didn't. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, it's like it's like a wee baby bird finally ready to leave the nest. It spreads its wings, it goes to fly, and then it falls out of the nest and dies. And that's, children, is why you never start a podcast if you're a baby bird without wings.
If you're a baby pervert, don't start the podcast. Also, don't say any racial epithets or the SNL will get you, because holy fuck, that happened this week.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
But
I can't believe they hired that person.
But like, he was just pushing the edge of comedy. And sometimes when you push the edge of comedy, you go too far. But man, that's what comedy's all about, is that edgy shit. Here, let me bust out a few edgy jokes for everybody at home.
Oh no.
Let's get ready.
Stop. End it now.
What
happened was...
Why are there only 2 pallbearers at an Irish funeral?
Okay.
Because it only takes 2 people to carry a trash can. Waka waka!
See, only the people of Ireland can hold you accountable for that, and then they take one look at you and they're like, ah.
He's fucking one of us, shit!
Yeah. One of those generational bastards. You don't know what the struggles were like. You never went through the troubles.
The what?
The troubles.
The trouble.
The troubles. Do you want to be part of the EU or no? Because I do.
Well, I don't, and I'm a little bit lower than you. Or higher. I don't really know what the story is with that, but it's one of us.
Mm-hmm. No, you're the higher one. You're the Catholics of Ireland.
The Catholics.
No, wait, no, Northern England, no. The rest of Ireland is Catholic. Northern Ireland is Church of England.
Okay. I'd love the people who are just showing up on Twitch randomly to see their reaction of popping in and being like, fuck that, and then leaving.
Don't worry, no one has.
I mean, maybe they popped in for so quick that everyone at home was like, no, Twitch isn't even gonna recognize this as a viewer.
How often do nights like these happen? Because I feel like this is the first one in a while that it's just kind of been like this.
This is the first one where we both were very in a positive mood. There was another one a while back that was in a very negative mood.
Oh, yeah. See, and that just goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, and kids, and everybody else in the world, all people, listen here. It doesn't matter how good your mood is. If you're not gonna do a podcast, you're not gonna do a podcast.
You're just not gonna fucking do it. We're just gonna talk shit for a while and then be like, hey, no, this ain't happening, y'all.
Yeah. It's like, alright, it's just time for bed. And you're gonna get this special bonus, like, episode 100.5.
Yeah. It's a fun. Okay, wait. So we do need to at least let's explain why we're not doing an episode this week, because it's weird to just be like the energy's off. So let's make up some lies real quick.
Okay, so we're gonna do the podcast just really small and concentrated.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, genuinely, I did have a weird week because I had to go to a wedding in bumfuck. Actually, no, not even bumfuck Egypt. This was like the outskirts of bumfuck Egypt.
It was on the beach, though, wasn't it?
No, it was not on the beach. I'll get to that in a minute. We got to this small-ass town, went to a church in the literal middle of nowhere, then afterwards, after the rehearsal, went back to our hotel that was 20 minutes away, stopped at a gas station to pick up some drinks for the night. I got a pack of Smirnoff. I tried to find some Guinness for Emily. I walk up to the cashier. Do you guys sell Guinness here? And then the drunkest man I've ever seen in public walks up and just, hey man, you in the wrong part of Georgia if you think you gonna find Guinness, my boy. Ain't no Guinness to be found here. No, run. You get out of here. You run, little white boy, because there's no Guinness to be found.
What the fuck?
I know. And like, the other cashier walks over and is like, can I help you? I thought you were with him. And he looks at me like in disgust. I ain't with this boy. I'm just telling him where to find the Guinness. I'm like, okay, thank you. Then we go to our hotel in a town that had 10 churches and 3 restaurants. That was the way that this town was divided up. So we had a Subway, a Pizza Hut, and a Hardee's to choose from.
All right. And also the churches have food every night, right?
No, not at all. And then that was when Emily was like, I was like, I'm going to go get us a pizza. She goes, please don't leave me in this hotel alone. Okay. Why?
How was the hotel?
Oh, no, it was an Econo Lodge. It was a normal hotel. But on our way up to the top of the Econo Lodge, we did see a naked man with his door open, a bunch of empty liquor bottles in front of him, and he is making tortillas outside. He is preparing tortillas on, I guess, a campfire he has constructed. And then I had to literally kick open the door of our room because it was stuck so bad. And I was like, maybe that it's not a bad town. Maybe it's just the area we're in. So then I looked up the city, and don't ask me to remember the name because I don't right now. But there was an entire section on their Wikipedia page dedicated to a famous murder that happened there. And then when I scrolled down to notable people, the first two people on the list were escapees from fucking Alcatraz.
Oh, nice! Two of those boys, huh?
Yeah, so I went, okay, maybe this isn't the best town to be in. So
That's funny. That reminds me of a place close to where I grew up. We called it West Jefferson. There's a steam plant there that looks like a nuclear power plant, but it's not. It just makes steam.
Yeah.
And it also made everybody who lived around it grotesquely skinny.
Yeah. So then the next day we went to the wedding. It was very, very beautiful. It was in a church, which means they could play no music other than weird instrumental covers of famous pop standards, which meant that I don't know what it's called when everyone leaves the church after the wedding, like all the groomsmen, whatever that is called. We walked out to an orchestral version of Shut Up and Dance. Which meant that as I was leaving, I was just like, don't you dare look back. Yeah, keep your eyes on me. You said you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me.
Did your friends that got married live there?
I believe it was the bride's family's church. It was a very important church to them where everyone else got married, I think. But then we went to a bigger church for the reception, which led to one of my friends going, why didn't you have it here? There's a polka stop outside. We could have at least fucked with that. And the reception was fine. It was in another church, which meant more orchestral versions of pop standards and no open bar. So that was good.
Listen, you fucking did it right, alright? You just said, fuck it. Let's get married, and we'll do it later, and we'll just party like our lives.
Oh, yeah, that's our plan as of right now. But yeah, that happened. There was a swing set, so we got to enjoy the swing set.
Oh, you know what? All this horrible shit happened, but there was a swing. There was, you know what? I got up in the air for a second.
Yeah. And have you ever gotten good news at the worst time to receive the good news, making it inherently bad news? Because it happened to me.
Okay.
Because the town we were in was literally like 2 hours from the coast of Florida. We were 2 hours from our fave, Panama City Beach.
Right.
So in the 2 weeks leading up, I kept asking Emily, hey, why not on Saturday we go to the beach? Like we leave the reception, go to the beach, stay there, and then spend the next day at the beach and then drive back home that night. And each time, I swear to God, she was adamant. We don't have the money for it. We shouldn't go. I will only spend like 5 hours there because I got to be back at so-and-so time. And I was like, we'll take off the next day and then we could spend like a day together. But no, wasn't having it. And in the middle of the fucking reception at 6 o'clock at night, this woman looks at me and goes, let's go to the beach. And outwardly, I was like, you mean it? Inwardly, all of the parts of me that love planning out a trip are fucking exploding. 'Cause what the fuck is gonna happen now?
I feel like, buddy, this is actually the reason we're not doing the podcast this week is because it's an intervention. You need to live more spontaneously. And we love you.
Hold on. You're talking to the man who last week literally went, what day of the week do I not work so I can try to go to Epcot for the Food and Wine Festival?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not spontaneous enough.
Exactly. I know it's hard to believe, but you know what? Sometimes it's the hardest thing to admit the truth to ourselves.
So, then next day we woke up, drove down to the beach, took Ripley to Ripley's Believe It or Not, which was very good.
Okay.
Then we got into an argument because I wanted to stop at a restaurant that had a Pokestop and a gym in it because I had to fight. I've also gotten really into Pokemon Go now, by the way. That was going to be my awesome thing this week, but fuck it. So I tried to not go into the restaurant, but just sit in the parking lot to do some Pokestops. And then that led to an argument because what I ate at the gas station that morning filled this big old country boy up. It did not fill my tiny wife up, however, leading to her getting very angry and us having an argument on the way to a Red Robin.
How could you have an argument on the way to the Red Robin?
And that's the energy that kind of carried us through the rest of this relaxing beach trip with both of us at odds about how to relax on this vacation. We got literally nothing done. The only good thing about it was the fact that I got to have Hungry Howie's pizza. And the next day, I was the most dead I've ever been in my entire life. And it's kind of continued. It was at a point where my parents came to visit and take care of Ripley, and my mom walked into the bedroom, saw me just laying there, and went, "Oh no, he's there. He's had that. He's done it. He's partied too hard."
I would just want to say really quick, I understand how you like to do the vacation, but I have never heard anybody say that a beach trip where you got nothing accomplished was a bad time.
I didn't even get to go to the beach because we didn't get to stop and buy me like shorts. All I had were my slacks from the wedding and they're bright red, and I was not about to pimp down onto the beach like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker and just scream at people on deck chairs like, we live in a society.
That would have been the best fucking thing. And you ruined it.
So, yeah, not much was accomplished and many anxiety attacks were had, and it's kind of fucked me up. And that's why I'm not doing a podcast this week. Blake, why aren't you doing a podcast this week?
Because I'm sick, I'm doing the most hectic show that I've ever fucking been in.
Those are some hectic shows, because I remember, it's also probably, I don't know how you are, because our acting styles differ, but for me, the most rewarding show I've ever done in my entire career was when I did.
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I have not laughed so much doing a play in a very long time, because all of us, we're just having fun and doing a good time, and then we get to Hamlet.
Yeah.
And Hamlet, it's fun, it's a good time, until the literal last 2 pages of the show. 3 pages.
Oh, is that where he actually monologues as Hamlet?
No, that's before. 3 pages of this is we do a very fast version of Hamlet, which are snippets from the whole play we did.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
And then we do it even faster, and then we do it backwards. We do Hamlet backwards.
Yeah.
We don't say the words backwards, but we put the order of the words backwards. So not only do we have to learn the abridged version of Hamlet, do it faster, do it even faster than that, we go backwards. We spent 2 whole days on just faster and backwards.
How's the improv game? Because I know improving is a big part of it. How's your improv game?
I don't have to fucking worry about that because Daniel, one of my cast members, is amazing at it.
Yeah.
He is.
That was my role when we did our abridged, was just be the one who fucked shit up. And I was like, absolutely, thank you.
And that's because my role is, of course, the preeminent Shakespeare scholar who comes out and sings the wonders of the bard, who is essentially the straight man in this play where there is no straight man.
Yeah. So wait, are you the serious? Are you the one who gets to perform the soliloquy at the end?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah! I can't wait! This is gonna be exciting.
I do... So here's how it breaks down. I'm fine spoiling it. We do the first part of Hamlet, and it is broken down right after the to be or not to be speech, because my character who's doing Hamlet kind of breaks down because the audience isn't taking him seriously in a serious Hamlet, and then this is when it's found out that he is a huge fan of General Hospital. So guess who the fuck has been researching his General Hospital game? Why the fuck didn't I think about talking about this on the show? Holy fucking shit, dude. General Hospital is a goddamn trip.
Okay, can you give us a few previews of the most buck-wild General Hospital moments?
It started in the 70s, I think, so we're going way back. There was a whole story arc in 1981 where Port Charles, the fictional town where General Hospital takes place, where it snowed in the middle of summer, and it was found out that it was a mad scientist's weather machine that was causing it to snow in summer, and they had to kill him.
This is the best show I've ever heard. Blake, this sounds like shit we've made up. Are you sure this isn't... We didn't get our own time machine, go back and make our own General Hospital?
I have to talk about one specific character named Lulu, who's been part of the show since, like, the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
And her big arc in 2013, because the actress who played her from 2005 to 2013, they replaced her because they did a soft reboot of the character. And they did this by having her disappear.
Okay.
Having her be kidnapped by her mother's longtime stalker, who has been killed multiple times and regenerated like the Doctor.
Yes!
And he had her in cryogenic stasis so he could steal her embryos and make his own child.
Okay.
And
what?
Then they killed him off again, and they rescued Lulu, but she didn't remember anyone. So her next arc was remembering everyone, even the love of her life at that moment, or the fact that she was having a child.
Now, I do want to ask, you say you're researching this for the play. How much is any of this information coming into play with your character?
Well, that's the thing. There's one fucking line. It's 2 or 3 sentences. I went a little off the deep end tonight, but they liked it, so I'm gonna keep some of it.
Okay.
Because essentially, they call Lulu a bratty character on General Hospital, and I have to snap right the fuck back and say, no! Lulu is going through hell. She found out that she just found out that her child that she bore is not her own. She was just a surrogate. And then it caused her to perjure herself in the court of law, which her fiancé is the one that brought it up. She lost her child. She lost the love of her life. And now she's lost on a cruise ship. And she just met Dustin, who is not right for her, and they're having sex on a boat.
I was trying to give you dramatic music, I'm sorry. Whoops.
Yep. And then they're having sex on a boat.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
It's fantastic. It's great to just have that to research, because I've been sick as well, because my throat has been killing me. It's finally feeling better, but we've had some air quality alerts around town, and it's just been fucking me bad.
Oh no! Fuck, dude.
Yeah. So, all that's been going on. I've been researching this. I'm still trying to get my lines down for Hamlet, because fuck that white noise. And so, we're all here. We're all just living in this. I didn't get out of rehearsal until 10-ish. And then I got McDonald's and we came here, and now we're just fucking around.
Yeah, this has been the greatest not a podcast of all time. And I will say, what was awesome this week for me, even though this isn't a podcast, we're not doing the bit for the podcast, this was just a genuine thing that was awesome for me this week, was the fact that a good friend of ours from college named Bowdy, Big Boy Bowdy, he taught me something one day, and it was one of the most crucial things I've ever learned in my attempts to be a man of luxury and a man of fancy. And it is, if you sit down at a piano and hold down the middle pedal and play exclusively the black keys it's gonna sound good no matter fucking what. No matter what you do on that bad boy, it's gonna sound amazing.
All right.
And I sat down at the wedding after the rehearsal one night, and I just sat down, held down that middle pedal, and started cranking away on those black keys. And people were staring. The bride at one point walks by me and goes, "I didn't know you could play piano." And I'm like, "I fucking can't." And she goes, "It does not sound like you can't play piano." I'm like, "Thank you."
I just fucked it up. I fucked it right.
I fucked this bad boy right, baby.
Oh, that is fantastic. You know what's awesome this week for me, since we're just talking about what's awesome and it's not apropos of nothing?
It's not a bit. This isn't a podcast.
It is if you buy stuff from enough people in the business world, those people will take you out for lunch for free.
Oh, dude. Dude, it's the best. It's so good when that happens.
It happened twice this week.
Oh, yeah. See, my version of this is when I go to podcast, like, meetups, and I'll know people there. And my favorite are the people who don't drink, because my buddy Jared, who runs Podcast Movement, we went to Cheehaw Brewery. He handed me a $20 bill and said, "Get me a Diet Coke and just take the rest for whatever you want." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck, you have just written me a ticket to the grave, Jared, damn it."
Yep. That sounds kind of like Red Phone Booth.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is a night I don't think we could ever forget, even though I've forgotten half of it.
There you go. It is enshrined in legacy now. We did an episode on it.
Yeah. But
next we need to go back to the church bar and die.
Oh god, that church bar in Atlanta was well, we talked about it on the show. We named an entire fucking episode after that church bar.
Oh, I know. I just want to go back.
The murder church bar. But Blake, for all of the people at home who are listening to us not do a podcast right now, where could they find you on the internet until next week?
You can find me at Blake A. Tanner on the Twitter. You can find me at the Darkroom Vidya, Darkroom Vidya on YouTube. And you can find me not doing podcasts this week, I guess.
You can find me not doing more podcasts at ScottyMo, SCOTTYEMO, buy all my books on Amazon, and go to www.aloadofpurebs.com to check out the actual podcasts that we do. Not like this. This is absolutely not a podcast. But also, thanks to our new hosting site, Captivate.fm, I can start making, like, new podcasts and not have to worry about paying more a month, meaning that I'm probably about to just flood the fucking internet with a shit ton of, like, new show concepts. They're like, "Wait, what is this show?" "Oh, that's Scotty's one-man Dwayne The Rock Johnson tribute podcast. It lasted 3 weeks. He's just kept it up there because he can at this point."
It's more like our pilot program now.
Oh my god, BS pilots would be the best thing. Just every week we do a different podcast pilot.
We didn't do pilots, but we did fucking do that last year at around this time.
I'm actually fairly sure once November cranks up, that's going to be BS pilot season, where we just do new podcast ideas every week and then end it with good old Justin Long Day. Which, by the way, we never discussed the fact that one of the individuals who went to the red phone booth with us did meet Justin Long while wearing "I'm a PC" shirt.
Shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he showed it to us. You don't remember that?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, Blake. That was before we got to the phone booth. Blake, what?
Oh, but I had been sneaking whiskey from that bottle for a while leading up to the phone booth. I was more sober at the phone booth than I was for most of the time we were walking around at the con.
So at the phone booth, what you're saying, the quickening happened, and all of your drunk came into me, added on to my drunk, and I went, "Oh no."
I discovered a way to transfer my drunk onto another. It's just like a random person within 50 feet, and you just got super unlucky.
But of course, also remember to find, fuck, whatever. Hey, Tom McGuire and the
Brass Holes! Ric Flair, our theme song. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
For not this podcast.
For this not a podcast that we
This
did.
is absolutely not a podcast.
Our intermission episode.
But if you want to support this not a podcast, go to patreon.com/aloadofbs, pick up some merch at merch.aloadofpurebs.com, and remember, until next week, where you will find an actual podcast in your feed, to find Blake and me on Twitter at aloadofpurebs, except no substitutes, and we will see you next week!
Oh boy, that was 30 minutes of something, huh?